Viewers, this is BVI Channel 1 Political Review. I am Asuchinadu Peters, your host. Today, before we go into the detail of what we're going to talk about tonight, with respect to household enemies, let us quickly take very important announcement. Very, very important announcement. Then when I come back, we're going to deliberate on this very pertinent issue on tonight's political review. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Public announcement. Anambra, are you ready? Get set as Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, storms Anambra State for the Labour Party presidential rally. Venue: All Saints Playground, All Saints Anglican Church, Onitsha. Time: 10 a.m. Date: Tuesday, 10th January. All traders, churches, and traditionalists are welcome. Nke a bụ nke anyị, ka anyị kwado nke anyị.
You're welcome back. We are still on Political Review. I still remain Asuchinadu Peters, your host. We are talking about dealing with the political household enemies. Many of you have been hearing household enemies. Household enemies. Who are these household enemies politically with respect to the man of the moment, Mr. Peter Obi? That is what we're going to be deliberating on, and how to deal with household enemies politically. Talking about the obedient movement, the ballot revolution that is sweeping across Nigeria. If we cannot deal with the household enemies, it will be difficult to deal with the enemies outside. And as you know, that Peter Obi is coming home for his rally. Sorry about that mix-up. We hope to fix that very soon. And all from the household enemies. Anyway, that is by the way. So we're going to be dealing with the household enemies by tomorrow. We are going to show the world the stuff Peter Obi is made of in Anambra State by coming out en masse, shutting down everything shuttable. I'll be there live. This will be my first rally. I'll be getting involved politically anywhere. Okay? Especially for this 2023. So let us take a look at tomorrow. Every eye will be on Anambra State, the home state of the man of the moment. And recently we've been witnessing serious, political backbiting, political studs, as they call it in football, stud, political enemies raising their heads within Anambra State and strongly. And there are so many other things that I'm going to talk about, what I have witnessed, what I have experienced living in Anambra State and being on this movement. You will see that there are a lot of work to be done. And that is why it is very important you stick to this channel, as immediately after the Anambra Rally, BVI Channel 1, will start addressing some of the issues with respect to taking the obedient movement, the P2B campaign, the brand Labour Party to all doorsteps, especially at the rural areas. So you can't afford to miss that, as we are going to quickly refresh your memory and remind you of the mother of all rallies that will be happening tomorrow, 10th of January 2023. Okay, so let us quickly take that information and I'll be right back very shortly. Don't go away.
Public announcement. Anambra, are you ready? Get set as Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, storms Anambra State for the Labour Party presidential rally. Venue: All Saints Playground, All Saints Anglican Church, Onitsha. Time: 10 a.m. Date: Tuesday, 10th January. All traders, churches, and traditionalists are welcome. Nke a bụ nke anyị, ka anyị kwado nke anyị.
You're welcome back again. We are still on political review and we are dealing with, we're already dealing with them, dealing with the household enemies. Who are these household enemies? The political opposition that we are witnessing from within Anambra State, the home state of P2B, the state P2B governed for 8 years, the place where P2B is using as a template of what good governance is all about. The selling point of P2B, some people have taken it upon themselves, especially those that are highly respected in the society, whether in government or in the public space, that controls a lot of influence and also opinion molding, who have, shown in clear terms that they are anti-P2B. Why are they anti-P2B and how can you deal with them? These guys, like so many people who already know that Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, is clearly an opposition to the presidential ambition of Peter Obi. We have heard about so many narratives of his position and why he took that position. And it never augured well with not just the Anambra State, but the entire Igbo land and Nigeria by extension, because people kept wondering if someone in a position as the governor of Anambra State is throwing this kind of opposition against the man of the moment. What can the man of the moment, write home about of his antecedent in governance? So now, how can you deal with them? Then we are going to also talk about the biggest challenge which the Labour Party, the P2B presidential campaign is facing and will amount to serious damage if not controlled, if not taken into cognizance and dealt with urgently. Talking about taking this message to the grassroots. Many people are saying, oh, you should always be keeping or be putting up P2B's logo, the party logo on your social media outpost. But I can tell you, yes, that is a very wonderful advice and submission. But the people we are talking about are not on the social media. The people we are talking about to reach are people who are living in the rural area, people who do not have access to internet. These are the people you must take this message down to. And there are a lot of complaints which I'm going to play. One of them from some of the people who have been calling and showing concern across Nigeria, talking about the presence of Labour Party and driving home this message to everyone, to all and sundry. So we're going to start dealing with that as we proceed immediately after the presidential rally of P2B in Anambra State that will be happening on 10th, which is Tuesday, tomorrow, in Onitsha, my own city, the city where P2B was born and bred. This is a place P2B calls home. The biggest dealing we are going to place on the opposition, those who believe that this ballot revolution will not see the light of the day. The biggest punishment and judgment we can place upon them is massive turnout. Possibly shut down everything shuttable. Business people, workers, artisans, traders, students, everyone from all and sundry, even if you can't get to All Saints Cathedral where it will be happening, endeavor to find your way in Onitsha. We want Onitsha to completely be saturated by the solidarity of the number of people who are behind Mr. P2B. That is how we will deal and shut the mouth of those who believe that the liberation of the ordinary people from failed governance, successive failed governance in Nigeria, from APC to PDP, from PDP to APC, and individually to some of the politicians that are spread across different parties. If you are tired of the situation of things, if you are tired of the inflation that is happening, if you are tired of what is happening in our society, the insecurity, the joblessness, the frustration, just make a day to count, and that day is tomorrow. That is where we are going to put the enemies of the people to shame. It doesn't matter their opinion. It doesn't matter their wealth. It doesn't matter their influence. The people's movement must show solidarity to the man P2B. And that is why I am making this video. You can see I am going live. Some people thought it's going to be at Holy Trinity. Even myself, the videos we published today said Holy Trinity. And I want to correct that information that it is happening at All Saints Cathedral. Then there are things living in Anambra State, broadcasting to you from Anambra State, from the city of Onitsha. I've been going round. There are so many diminishing, publicity of P2B's coming.